chamomiles, Himalayan firs, xanthosxylums, and recently we are working on a fresh turmeric. So I hope you will be selling that as well.
Fresh turmeric.
Fresh turmeric.
So, fresh turmeric. So our turmeric is a blend of dried turmeric and fresh turmeric. So your ginger, for example, is a fresh turmeric or a fresh ginger profile. So it's made with non-dried ginger. The turmeric, we've decided to mix the two. Okay. I will add some more oils. So we have some carrot seed that comes from Nepal. We've bought our Pomarosa comes from Nepal. We've bought lemongrass from Nepal. We've bought some French basil, a very small amount. There's some more spikenard, yes.
You always know that.
It's a love-hate. Where are my lovers? Where's my lover?
Where's my lover? Where's my mom?
I carry a spikenard with me everywhere I go. To feel grounded. Very grounding for me.
Yes, and we are even working for the new oils like anthropogan, calamus. We have been working on this.
These
for
aren't
this year.
launches, by the way. We're not announcing that. These are potential new oils that could come down the road.
What are they called?
Anthropogon, which is the rhododendron. If you want rhododendron, send Emily an email.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. And then Nepal produces a ton of oils. Nepal is unique because it goes from basically almost sea level along the border with India. It's a plain area that produces a lot of different things like the turmeric. And then it goes all the way up to the highest mountain in the world. So you have every kind of zone for growing different things. And different things, for example, wintergreen grows at
From 1100 meter up to 2700 meters.
Okay,
That is the
so
limit for wintergreen.
basically double that, and you get your feet.
And spikenard it starts from 3000 to 5000.
So it's very high. Himalaya.
What was the other one that he had said? So rhododendron and
Calamus.
calamus. What is that?
I will let you look it up. It's
Yeah, that is also calamus
I was
is a similar like a turmeric.
It's a root. Rhizome.
Rhizome we distill and get the eel out of rhizome. So we are in a process. Of just talking.
But yeah, Himalayan fir goes into your holiday joy. Anyway, so we use a lot of the oils that come out of Nepal.
And interesting thing is Nepal is a developing phase, Everything is developing and essential oil also is a developing. It's not found in a huge quantity but found in a small quantity, and those quantity is utilized by doTERRA and it really helps the community wherever we are working with. It's Makhanpur or Rameshab or Dolakha or Tara region, Nepalganj or Viratnagar. All these areas help people have a always unique story to tell about it. In Nepal we have about over 75 distillation units for wintergreen in the mountain region, and I travel to visit with our suppliers, and even doTERRA has about 7 units set up in a different region, 6 or 7. One is in
1, 2,
Wazpur,
3, 4. I think there are 5.
5. Yeah, we're going to have one more.
We have some more on the plaid.
So, and another thing, Choice is our great partner in the ground, but they don't sell us the oils. We have a company,
Other companies.
that works close with the Choice, and that company sends us the oil whatever the area we are working with, we set up new distillation unit, and those units all is collected by Green Vision, and the Green Vision send us the oil, not the Choice. So Choice is non-profit organization. They are not related with business, but they are our great partners. They do a great job. You can see it. So. Wintergreen, there's a lot of thing we've been working together. It's like we wanna, in a mountain region, sometimes have to find the good container to store the oils. You know, Jared and I have been as traveling and finding out the problem and trying to go for the solution, providing them good container to keep the oils. And also, I and he both work together to make sure they are getting paid on times and pay well. That's all. And I do visit the people who harvest and talk about it. There's always I find people saying, "This is amazing! Like I get chance to work in a remote area. They have after they have done their farming, they don't have much thing to do. But when they get opportunity to harvest the wintergreen leaves, this gives them additional income, which makes them happy. So and we all care about making other happy, and this is great. And I really appreciate all of you and your effort buying wintergreen. And just want to tell you that there is a great impact where we are working, and it will be. I would like to see continued impact and continue wintergreen is going through. So also we want you to ask if you have any question. So it helps us to also.
Yeah, one question we've got a few times is what's a day in the life? So Rajesh, what do you do on a normal day?
Normal day.
Okay, a normal day in Kathmandu.
So Kathmandu, when I'm in Kathmandu, I look over POs, like work with
Purchase orders.
sending to our suppliers. Visit our suppliers. We work with 4 suppliers. I go to their office and have meeting and see what's coming up, which area they want to visit, and I make appointment and try to visit their areas where they are working with wintergreen or some other oils. I go and get the report and report back to Jared and the team. Oh, we have sourcing team. So this is what I do as a regular, my job.
And once a month, Choice and Rajesh have a meeting to discuss the different projects and how things are going. For me, it's a little different. Day in my life in Luxembourg is staring at a computer all day. And WhatsApp, I do a ton of work on WhatsApp. All of our suppliers, that's like the fastest way to communicate and get things done. But I have hundreds of emails every day. So, okay, not quite hundreds, 100 emails.
Yeah.
And then when I'm traveling, so I cover currently Western Europe, India, and Nepal. Thankfully, Rajesh is here to be my eyes and ears on the ground. And if I need, I often say, Rajesh, can you go talk to so-and-so and see why X is happening? And he'll go and literally show up the next day, and they can discuss and work out issues, which makes things a million times faster, and we get a lot more done. He has a small office here, which is helpful. We have a small office in Luxembourg. And when I'm traveling, so I'll show up at a supplier, and so for example, if I'm going to India, I'll go and we'll see the different production areas, and it's a lot of travel. McKay can testify to how much travel you do when you're visiting production areas. What's it like?
What's it like with traveling last time?
We spent 10 hours just to get to one. They're just so remote. It's so remote, and you have to fly, and you have to drive just to get to one area, and then the next day you do the same thing to get to another area, and it's 10-hour car rides.
Yeah. So these aren't like
turmeric farms. Before you guys came, I was here looking at the turmeric facilities with Rajesh. So there's a lot of work.
so you obviously we don't go to tourist areas, right? I will say, I will caveat that with Douglas Fir in Nepal, or in New Zealand, that's a total tourist area, and it's amazing. We've never-
Oh, I need to go there. It's like Douglas Fir is like my love. Dougie and I.
Dougie and I.
Man, it is.
Just to be clear, it's not Doug the.
No, he's right. Where is he?
Back. Totally back.
Dougie Fur. Oh my lies. I gotta get. No red cheeks, so that's the sun.
To see Spike Knot, we have to travel at least 3 or 4 days to reach on top. It's not like
Yeah, it's not like you just show up and drive.
like
Days of
so,
drive.
and also as a
Tickets by
we have like you can see we have compact sourcing project plus Healing Hand project. We work with Choice, and I'm working with them together to see where we've been in the community. So it's been a great
Yeah.
always.
Question.
I was gonna ask, how often are you on travel? Like, how often do you
Yeah.
travel?
Last year I was on the road 2 weeks of the month, basically, 50% of my time. This year I'm hoping to get down to 1 week of the month.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah, like when I go into India, it's like go, go, go. So I'm there for 8 days usually, and it's constant laughs because you go, you fly into a city, and then you drive all day. You get there somewhere in the afternoon, you visit the farmers, the producers, and then you drive back. You get to the hotel at night, and then you go to sleep late, and you get up at sometimes 3 or 4 in the morning, drive, then you get on the airplane, and you fly. So last time we were in India together, we were there for 6 days, and we spent on average 11 hours a day just in the car, and we had 5 flights.
In 6 days.
In 6 days.
Oh
11
my
hours in the car.
god.
So it's literally just non-stop, go, go, go. So this is like, and we're just 2 of the team. We have a whole crew of us, right?
Okay.
And and I'll just say it's not an easy way to do things, and it's not a cheap way to do things. It's actually very expensive to have Rajesh in Nepal. It's very expensive to have me traveling around, but it's the right way to do things because we can ensure that the supply is there, and that it's pure and natural, and that we have the right people on the ground with whom we are partners. It's a lot easier to start a company and just buy from the brokers who are sitting in New Jersey, because that's where they all are in the United States. And you know, they're great. A lot of them are fantastic partners, but you don't get all the way to the source. You don't get traceability, and so it is very expensive to have us on the team. So there is one reason why some people complain, why are your oils so expensive? There's a number of reasons, but that's one of them.
How big is your team?
Right now I think we're about 24 with our support staff. So there's some people that don't travel like us. Yeah, I think it's up to 24. When I started 4 years ago, there were 4 of us.
Meaning,
Different people go to different countries.
Correct.
Yeah.
So when I
24 people.
no. How many people go to different countries? There's yeah.